listen to this video. Make sure you listen to this video. Comment and share this video.
I don't think you're gonna come and sell our resources again for cheap for us to sit down and welcome you the next 4 years. It's not gonna happen. The people are awake. A huge change is about to come, people. So African politicians, if you think you have power, I am telling you, if 10 million people come together, it's over for you, okay? We are going to get in contact with the military and we are going to beg the military to stand behind us because we need them. The militaries also need a change. They need to protect a government that is for the people, not a government that is against the people. African people, we do not want to be divided again. We believe in brotherhood and sisterhood, and we will stand for what is right. We do not care about money anymore. We will not accept any bribe from anyone to honor life for our people, to sabotage our people. We will not do that because we have realized that money is not everything. We have realized that you people are taking advantage of us. You do not care about us. You take your girlfriends to Dubai, to all these amazing places. You enjoy yourself. You see your people struggling on the street, sleeping on the street, cleaning the street, working 7/24, working 24/7. And you know that they are suffering, but you don't even help them. Are you not ashamed, African leaders? Where is your heart? Where is the heart that God gave you? Do you have one, African leaders? The corruption is too much, please. Stop selling our resources so cheap. God gave us those resources for a reason. Africa is not a poor continent. The people are poor. The people are poor because of you, African leaders. Because you think about your pocket. And African people, please listen to me. I hope this message gets to you. Please do not vote for any presidential candidate who come and talk rubbish and tell you that he's gonna build road. I'm sorry, building road is a normal thing to do as a leader. We need a government that stands with the people, a government that cares for the country, a government that wants to see its people do well. We need a government that has the same common interest as us. Enough is enough. The embarrassment is enough. The racism is enough. The discrimination is enough. The tribalism is enough. We, the people, have decided to put our interests on the side. We have decided to put all this tribalism, religion, and all that aside. We have decided to respect each other's religion and respect each other's culture and come together with the same common interest to make Africa great. And if you, an African leader, if you don't have that interest with us, we will not vote for you. So don't you think in your skull that you're gonna come and tell us you're gonna build water, electricity, and all those nonsense for us to cast our vote for you. That is not gonna happen. And to the old government, the old leaders, please retire and go and enjoy somewhere with your wives. We want young leaders. We do not want any old man from the age of 70 to 90 to come in power. Please take a break. Go to Maldives or something. Go to Seychelles and have a break, for Christ's sake. African people, vote for someone who can help us. Someone who can take full control of the country. Someone who do not need any foreigners to support him. Someone who knows what he's doing. Someone who is fearless. Someone who is bold. Someone who is passionate. Someone who cares. Because it's 2024 and you and I are still suffering. It's 2024 and we are still divided. It's 2024 and all our people all over the world are struggling. So if we don't come together to do what is right, then what is the point to complain about racism? What is the point to complain about discrimination? What is the point to complain about corruption? It is not the government to do anything for us. It's us, the people, that need to stand up against these corrupt leaders and march on the street for them to know that, hey, we are united and you cannot break us. Guys, if you take a stick and you can easily break it, but if you put 20, 30 sticks together, you can never break it. It will be difficult. This is the thing I'm saying about unity. This is my point, people. If we unite, I'm not asking you to come and love me and say hello to me every day. But if we can have the same common interest to make our nation great, I think that we will be on the right path to a good future, to a bright future for our next generation to come and live like kings and queens that we are. And not to suffer like slaves, because that's what we still are. I'm sorry, but if you have gold and diamond on your land and you need somebody to come and take your gold and diamond and give you the owner 10% and they take 90%, are you still not a slave? You are, because you do not know the value of your resources. You do not know. African leaders, enough is enough. Congo, we are coming for you, Congo. Hold on tight. The people are going to march for you. The people are going to scream for you. The people are going to fight for you. And whichever country you are that is struggling, we are coming to be behind you, my sisters and brothers. That is how it should be. And if you are against this message, it means that you are not for unity and we don't need you around. If you think that you know that you are African, but you say you are not African, we don't need you around, sis. We're not gonna force anybody to be with us. We're gonna call the people that has same common interests as us. You understand? That is what is gonna happen now. So Congo, hold on tight. We're not gonna sit down for our people to go down. That is impossible. Anywhere that is suffering, any country that is suffering, that has our people there, we are going to support our people. And if you love the message that I'm putting out, please use your platform to continue that same message so that it can reach many people. Stop complaining, African people. Stop pointing fingers at the white man. The white man also wants profit. He's not gonna come and take your oil and your gold out of the ground for free. They also need their money. So if you want to make money, you need to build your own refineries. You need to build your own infrastructures. Okay? Thank you. It is time, people. Some of us are frustrated and we are tired. Enough is enough. And anybody who has something to say against what I'm saying, shut up.
No one has the capacity to finance these protests. People are being financed by their own lived realities. People from all informal settlements, for example, they're being financed by the poverty that they're facing. They're being financed by the hopelessness this country has. People in this country are hopeless. But because of that hopelessness, because of that anger, because of that poverty, because of that level of, you're without humanity, you're without dignity. It is that is fueling people. It is not money. And if anything, I think this government has to be very clear on several issues, because you cannot start talking about Ford Foundation and civil societies or you do not address the fact that you have been selling this country to foreign interest. Why are you not accountable for that money? Why are you not telling us you've already sold our souls and our energies to IMF and World Bank? Why aren't you addressing that? Why aren't you accountable to that money to Kenyans? Why do you want to focus on financing of people? People are financed by their own realities. So the government cannot start running around. I think it is in the character of governments that when they don't have any idea on how to resolve a crisis, like this crisis, our generation Z is raising concrete issues. And because the government has no capacity, it has no legitimacy to resolve the questions that are being raised, by our generation, and of course every other Kenyan that is, coming out to the streets every day. The nature of all of governments, even if you look at all the way through even colonial times, during Kenyatta, they criminalized. They turn to the only law that they can control, criminal law. So they want to criminalize the civil society, they want to criminalize the media, but instead of addressing the issues that are being raised, so they want to run. I think Ruto has no idea how he's going to resolve this crisis. He has never had an idea how he will resolve this crisis. In fact, the rising of this protest and where they started, if you look at, the process after the flood disaster, people coming up to protest against the right to housing, that is the birth event of the Occupy movement. When people are coming out to protest to house, that period, Kenyans, I remember because through Mathare Social Justice Center, we had a fundraiser, and Kenyans themselves were contributing because the government had no idea how they will resolve the flood crisis. So again, they criminalized. They started saying people who are living next to the river. So they criminalize instead of resolving.
Hello, Chief. Hello. Chief, you go see me now. I don't go. You say you dey my sister. Oh, okay. I don't see your car. Chief. I dey come. Come here, Claro, ma cancel. Oh, now. Cancel me.
Brother Shaggy. The number one fine boy Agberu.
Well, I live for.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I like you.
Thank you. Claro.
See, I want you to do something for me.
Oh, yeah,
See,
no.
please, I want you to gather boys. And when I mean boys, I mean your boys. I want you to go and scatter that protest. I want you to discredit the protest. I want everybody to think that the protesters are the ones doing the bad things, scattering and destroying, and then scatter everywhere, so that they will think those protesters are the ones doing those things. You get my point? I have something for you. $20,000. If you do this one for me, if you do this one, I will give you more.
Thank you very much. I quit. Thank you, Papa. Now, Judge Councilor. Say you joke. Make me go scatter protest. People, youth they vex. They talk say Nigeria no good. Lights no day, road no day. You can't say they can't protest. All of us see they kill them on top because say me I go scatter protest. Maybe you get picking. No, if I call your pikin for America for when she dey study, make she come join this protest. Kò dẹ̀ di dá fún yín. Ẹgbẹ́ ẹjọ́ nothing fit happen. As you dey like this, we ready to die for this country. This country e go better. All na old people wey dey there, God go punish all of una. Na me talk so. Wetin you wan do? You wan shoot me? You go shoot me tire, you go kill me tire as I dey like this. Hashtag end police brutality wan be here. Oga come up for here. Ẹgbẹ́ ẹjọ́.
These youths have finally woken up. Enter. Salako, start.